Good day, everyone. I'm Grimjib Cadorna, a second-year mechanical engineering student from Capitol University. Today, we're about to solve this type of circuit problem. R1, and this is R2, this is R3, and this is R4, and this is R5, and this is voltage 15 volts. And this is the legends of this type of problem. The R1 is equals to 18 ohms. This is R1. And R2 is 49 ohms. This is R2. And R3 is equals to 45 ohms, I mean. This is R3. And R4 is 28 ohms. This is R4. And R5 is 75 ohms. This is R5. So we need to start this type of solution. First, we need to write solution, and we have to start the diagram. First, we need to solve this area, the R1, the R2, and the volts. So we need to rewrite this diagram here. So 15 volts R1, R2 is equals to 49 ohms. R1 is equals to 18 ohms. So we need to start solving this equation. Please bear with me and follow this solution. V1 minus R1 I1 plus I3 parenthesis minus R2 parenthesis I1 minus I2 parenthesis close parenthesis is equals to 0. So we need to input this solution formula, I mean. So this V1 is the voltage, 15 volts minus 18 ohms, parenthesis I1 and plus I3 minus 49 ohms, parenthesis I1 minus I2 is equals to 0. Okay, we need to expand. Excuse me. 15 minus 18, this and this will be displayed as I1, 18 I1 plus 18 ohms I3 minus 49 I1 minus 49 ohms I2 is equals to 0. So then we need to add all the similar I's. So for these examples, the 18 ohms I1 and 49 ohms I2 is equals to, we need to addition it. So it is 67 ohms I1 minus 49 I2 minus 18 ohms I3. It is equals to 15 because we need to put the ohms into this 0. Okay, this is the loop number 1. This is loop 1. So the second one is we need to find the loop 2. I mean, we need to solve for loop 2. And this is the diagram for loop 2. R2, R3, R4. So we need to solve this type of problem now. So R2, the formula is R2 and this is I2, I mean, minus I1 plus R3 times I2 minus I3. Just follow my words just to know what the formula for this circuit is equals to 0. So let me repeat. R2 is equals R2 I mean is R2 is equals to, excuse me, R2 parenthesis I2 minus I1 close parenthesis plus R3 parenthesis I2 minus I3 close parenthesis plus R4 parenthesis 2 close and open parenthesis I2 is equals to 0. So we need to input. So R2 is 49 ohms parenthesis I2 minus I3 I1 I mean plus R3 is 45 ohms parenthesis I2 minus I3 plus R4 is 28 ohms parenthesis I2 is equal to 0. So we need to substitute it, or I mean multiply it with this one and this one, same as this and this. So the phase would be 49 ohms I2 minus I minus 49 ohms I1 plus 45 ohms I2 minus 45 ohms I3 plus 28 ohms I2 is equals to 0. So we need to multiply the same symbols as so we can add them all together. I2, so the first is 49 ohms I2 plus 45 ohms I2 is equals to, this will be the phase. First we need to input this. Negative words. We need to input this. 49 ohms I1 plus 2 ohms I2 minus 45 ohms I3 is equals to 0. This is for loop 2. Loop 2. So I'll let you read everything. Now for the loop 3. Let me erase this. Don't worry, I will rewrite all the totals later on in the video. Okay, now let's write for ohm for loop 3. Solution for loop 3, we need to write the diagram. This is R1, R2, R3 I mean. And this is R5. In a counterclockwise direction, the I3 is clockwise. Plus, minus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus. That is our problem here. So the solution is R1 is equals to I3 minus I1 parenthesis plus R3 parenthesis I3 minus I2 plus 5 plus R5 is 75 ohms. I3 is equal to 0. So we need to input all these things. I mean, this is R5. We need to input it now. Our R1 is 18 ohms. Parenthesis I3 minus I1 close parenthesis plus R3, which is 45 ohms, times I3 minus I2 plus our R5 is 75 ohms, parenthesis I3 is equals to 0. Now we need to all input this and this and everything else. So 18 ohms I3 minus 18 ohms I1 plus 45 ohms I3 minus 45 ohms I2 plus 75 ohms I3 is equal to 0. So if we output the all, so we need to add I3 with I3 and another I3. The phase will be the 18 ohms I1 minus 45 ohms I2 plus 138 ohms I3 equals to 0. So this is the loop 3. This is loop 3. Now we need to solve all the loops here. Please be reminded of all the solutions and processes. Now, if you have a problem, please pause and rewind. Thank you. Now the process is for loop 1, the answer was 67 ohms I1 minus 49 ohms I2 minus 18 ohms I3 is equals to 15 volts. So loop 2 again, the answer was negative 49 ohms I1 plus 122 ohms I2 minus 45 ohms I3 is equals to 0. So loop 3, the finale, is equals to negative 18 ohms I1 plus, negative 45 ohms I2 plus 138 ohms I3 is equals to 0. For delta, we need to input it like this. 1 plus 6, 6 plus 7, positive 67, and 49, negative 18, the coefficient, I'm taking all the coefficients. Now for loop 2, for negative 49, 112, positive 112, negative 45, and for loop 3 is 18, negative 18, and negative 45, and positive 138. So we need to do this. The answer for all of this, I will give you all the processes after this part. Okay, 542091 is the answer. For delta sub 3, it's all the same, but we need to input plus 67 minus 49, but we need to apply this, and this, so it will be positive 15. It's all the same, negative 49, positive 122, 0, 118, negative 45, 0 again. So the answer of this delta sub 3 is 66015. This is the answer for delta sub 3, and this is the answer for delta. Please pause the video if you want to review. Okay, thank you. We need to erase this. need to input I-75 is equals to I2. Okay. Now we need to input everything. Therefore, this is the final answer. Therefore, I3 is equals to delta sub 3 over delta. So we need to input all the answers. 66015 5 over 542,091, and if you calculate it, it will be 0.122, three significant figures, meaning I sub 75 is equals to I sub 3. This is the final answer. This is the process of everything. Please pause the video. And this is the process for the first part. Please pause the video. Okay, that is all. I am Grimji Bicaderna. Once again, a BS Mechanical Engineering student from Capitol University. And this is my board work, and I have completed all the solutions and processes. I hope this is satisfying. I really hope you see this, sir, and everything and everyone. Thank you and good day.